internationally acclaimed. Yan po ay dahil sa ating kagalang-galang na Mayor Isko Moreno Dumagoso. Sir.
Thank you, Director Grace Padilla at 10 ng iyong mga kasama sa Manila Health Department, partikular na ang Ospital ng Maynila. Palakpakan natin ang Ospital ng Maynila. You know, sino ba sa inyo maraming minahal? Si Letlet una nagtaas. Kaya siya na-angiogram. Dahil parado na puso niya. Kaya po nakakapanghinayang yung pagkakataon because when we build Hospital ng Maynila, that includes the cath lab, the first local government unit in the country. Because PGH, meron sila heart center, meron sila, and of course the private hospital. 3 years nang nakatenga yung makina na yan. That's why when I assume, again, as your mayor, I spoke with Director Grace Padilla to open up and deliver its purpose. And masaya naman ako sa ating mga interventionist, cardiologists, mga doktor natin, malaki ang matitipid nino man na mag-angiogram. Ang angiogram is about 50 to 80,000 pesos. And when you go to angioplasty, would cost you about 300 to 500 up to 1 million pesos sa angioplasty. Pero sa Maynila, wala silang gagastusin. Zero. Mas mamabutihin kung gumastos ng milyon-milyon, mabuhay lang ang isang tao. That's how dedicated we are as a city government to really give good quality and deliver good quality healthcare to our people, not only for the poor, but also for the middle class, the working class. And kung gusto ng mayaman, makatiway sila at makabawi man lang sila sa buwis nila na binayaran sa Maynila, pwede rin sila dyan. And I do believe that it's going to be better in the coming days. Once mapulpil natin yung minimum requirements, we're gonna go all the way conducting angioplasty because we already reserve money for that. We reserve 25 million pesos para sa ating cath lab, pambili ng miscellaneous na kakailanganin nila at higit sa lahat ng pasyente. So sa atin dito, wag na kayong pumunta. Kung kayo magpapa-angiogram lang, mapapagastos pa kayo. Kasama kayo sa pinaglilingkuran ng lungsod. While naglilingkod kayo sa taong bayan, kasama rin kayo bilang mamamayan. Si Letlet na mismo nakapagsabi, nung nakita niya yung makina natin sa cath lab, mas maganda pa raw kaysa doon sa isang hindi ko napapangalan ng private hospital. So I'm happy, it serves its purpose, na-delay for 3 years, but sabi nga, good things come to those who wait. And speaking of that, gusto ko lang din mag-announce, no? You know, your city government is doing a lot of effort going after to these companies or corporation or mas kolokyan na tawag ngayon, contractor than flood control and all other projects from the national government na binaliwala ang lungsod ng Maynila for the past 3 years. Dalawang bagay lang naman yan. Hindi mo ginawa yung trabaho mo bilang mayor or hindi ka nire-respeto bilang syudad ng mga kontraktor na ito. Now, having said that, ang inyong pamahalang lungsod sa pagsisinop at sa tulong ng website ng isumbong mo sa Pangulo website. Attorney Paul and I were guided properly of projects done in the city of Manila, and some of it is not functioning, particularly, alam ko naman mga taga-sunog apog dito, yung District 2 pumping station that the government spent already 700 million pesos and still not running yung pumping station na pinagawa dyan sa District 2. But then again, that is a matter of concern for the ICI and the Senate. What I am now after is their obligation to the city of Manila. And through the effort of our city treasury, sending SOA. And I would like to share this to each and every one of you. When I said, sisinupin natin. We'll try to be efficient. Today, as we speak, we have collected 160 million pesos from those contractors. Ang tawag natin doon, I think may mga accountant naman dito at may nakakaintindi naman yata ng fiscal management dito. Ang tawag doon, windfall. And because of that windfall, I'm happy to announce this morning, last Saturday, I finished all 100 plus documents signed for our beloved teachers of Manila. May utang ang Maynila sa kanila. Simula Abril, Mayo, Hunyo, Hulyo, Agosto, Setyembre. Ganun na kalaki ang utang ng Maynila sa ating mga teacher and non-teaching personnel. Bagamat ito'y obligasyon na iniwan ng nakaraan, moving forward, we recognize and we will recognize that obligation of the past. But it's not gonna be easy for me and your city government. But be that as it may, kahit mahirap, kahit sumuot tayo sa karayom, iraraos natin. And tomorrow, our more or less 11,000 teachers and non-teachers will receive their April allowance from the city of Manila, amounting to 25 million pesos. Imagine mo, pag isang quarter yun, 75 yun. Nalumpo na. But I'm happy in our own little way, at least man lang, to send the message. If given a chance that we have much resources or spend it wisely, we can address this obligation. That is going to happen tomorrow for our teachers. Shout out sa mga guro natin sa buong Maynila, sa elementary at high school at non-teaching personnel. The city government owes Pamantasan Lungsod ng Maynila of second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter of last year, amounting to 58 million each quarter. And the city of Manila owes Pamantasan Lungsod ng Maynila for first quarter and second quarter of this year. Nakwenta nyo na? 58 million times 5. More or less 300 million. Again, dahil tayo nagsinop Palakpakan natin yung mga kontraktor. Hindi para ikasiya. Maging aral sa kanila yan. You cannot do it in Manila. There are only two certain things in this world. Debt and taxes. That we assure you. Kahit nasaan pa kayong sulok ng Pilipinas, magyayad ba kayo ng buwis sa lungsod ng Maynila? At dahil dyan, I'm happy to announce today, Pamantasan Lungsod ng Maynila will receive the second quarter of obligation of the city for 2024. Imagine mo yung hahabulin ko. 58 million pesos will receive by PLM today. Good for them. I'm happy for them. Malayo pa. Basta piyait-piyait lang. Makakaraos din tayo. Huwag kayong mag-alala. So teachers and PLM. But also, I just wanted to share to you the effort of yours truly and our team in fiscal management. Unti-unti nang nagbubunga. Last Friday, in our briefing of fiscal situation, effort, discipline equals results. And I would like to share to you the results of our effort when I stood before you on the first flag ceremony. Naayusin ko yung fiscal situation natin. Gusto kong ipaalam sa inyo, nag-take effect na last July. We have received the effect or saw and felt the effect of some discipline of your city government with regard to unnecessary expenses. Lalo na yung mga JO na yan, na hindi na pagkikita. I'd like to inform you, 7.1% on July. On August, 7.8%. So imagine, if you do the math, naging mabuti ang inyong pamahalaang lungsod sa paggasta at wag gumasta ng walang kapararakan lang. 7 times 6, we may achieve at the very least on average 42%. And that's going to be a big break for general fund expenditures. And by October 8, I will share you what we have done to address the obligation of the past and to address our recurring obligation sa present. But for now, I just wanted to say good news for the employees, our teachers, our schools, our hospitals, yung San Nicolas, mga taga San Nicolas Health Center, pumanatag kayo, kayo na susunod na ayusin na health center. Sa inyo naman, na nandito, alam ko nag-aabang kayo ng balita. Steady lang kayo sa Gedli. Hindi kayo mawawalan. Pero tiyak ako magkakaroon kayo. I will inform you in proper time. Now, sa aking mga minamahal na lolo't lola, I have already spared about 300 million pesos for our senior citizens in Manila. Tomorrow is the day that the Lord has made. And our seniors will rejoice and be glad to Him. we will now implement the first quarter under my watch of the obligations for our beloved seniors. But the previous obligation will continue to recognize by this administration. Basta lahat ang iniwan nilang kakengko yan sa buhay, haharapin ko. Kaya lang hindi ko siya kayang harapin ng isubom-bombo. Ipapiyait-piyait ko hanggang sa mag-normalize. Back to zero. Our dreams and aspirations in our fiscal management to bring back the zero or the level. Zero. Ibig sabihin, walang negative 10.2 billion but regular operation are being sustained by the regular income of the city. Yan ang goal in the next 3 to 4 years. But on October 8, I will inform the public and you guys of our real situation, the picture of what we have done for the past 100 days, physically, fiscally, economically, and so on and so forth. For our employees, basta may good news sa inyo. Oh. Paul! Saan si Paul? Naglalayo kay Paul. Ano lang kayo? Pumanatag lang kayo. Just do your job. Whatever is due to you, you can ask MHD. You can ask the hospital. You can ask the barangay. What is due to them were given to them. Things that is due to our employee, iraraos ko yan. Huwag kayong magalala. Nakakalimutan yata nung nakaraan. Sanay ako nang wala. Kaya iniwanan ako ng wala eh. Kaya lang negative, mahirap yung negative eh. Pero tandaan ninyo, sa awa ng Diyos, nakaraos ako. Naging mayor pa nga ako eh. So, ano pang hirap ang dapat kong ireklamo sa buhay? Sa pamamahala sa ating lungsod at mamamayan. Hindi siya madali, pero sigurado ko sa inyong lahat dito, isa puso nyo na. Iraraos ko kayo, iraraos ko ang mamamayan ng lungsod ng Maynila. Again, I need your help. I want you to deliver quality, wholehearted, with an open smile or with a smile in our faces, serving our people. Wala akong ibang hiningi. Lahat ng problema ng numero, iwan nyo na sa akin. Paano magpiga ng bimpo, ibigay nyo na sa akin. Ang hinihingi ko lang sa inyo, ay sana maglingkod tayo ng maayos sa ating mamamayan. And that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. You have value in your respective offices. You have importance in your existence in our city government. Kaya ako naman laging naniniwala dyan sa puso ninyo, nandiyan pa rin yung pagmamahal nyo sa kapwa at serbisyo publiko. Buhayin nyo ulit yan. Ilagablab ninyo sa inyong isipan at damdamin. Iparamdam natin ang init ng paglilingkod sa bayan. Mano pa. Doon sa ibabaw, nagkakagulo sila. Hayaan natin ang problema nila. Harapin natin ang problema ng mamamayan ng lungsod ng Maynila. At tayo naman, bilang kawani ng pamahalaan, bilang lokal na pamahalaan, tutulong tayo sa nasyonal in our own little way. And if I'm not asking too much, please pray for our doctors, our MDRRMO EMS. Now, for the past 4 days, is being serving Medellin, Bogo, or province of Cebu. They've been doing service to our fellow Filipinos there. And I think the least thing that we can do is to pray for their safety. And pray for our fellow Filipinos in Cebu na sila'y makarecover din. Dahil dito naman and I'm pretty sure, may mga Cebuano din dito. May mga kamag-anak kayong nag-aalala kayo na baka kung ano na nangyari sa kanila. As fellow human being, as fellow Filipino, in our own little way, kahit gipit tayo, tutulong tayo at patuloy tayong tutulong. So muli, itong linggon to, Lunes, don't worry, be happy. Don't worry of so many things. Just be happy of what we have today. Ipagpasalamat natin sa Diyos kung nasaan tayo ngayon. Anong meron na sa harapan natin at tingnan natin mga sarili. Malusog, buhay, umihinga. May pag-asa pa. Kaya, don't worry, be happy. And I pray to all of you for the entire week to be guided by God and bless each and every one of you. Magandang araw, pagpalain nawa kayo ng Pompay Kapal. Manila, God first. Thank you.